So yeah, now I've got an actual sniper rifle, not just a hunting rifle. Although the hunting rifle I was using, the CR527, is actually more of a sniper rifle. It's considered that way. That chicken. It's right next to me. This is some pretty dope ambush stuff. Okay, I see where I am. I had to take a look at the map real quick. See exactly where I am. Yes, sir, Bob. Gotcha. You shall no longer mock me, chicken. Burst is better than semi. So basically go west from here is what I need to do. Okay, let's craft an improvised hook or two. There you go. It's a very interesting place to hang out. Gotta find a place where I can go join the Mutsu party. Mutsu. Oh, not too much. How are you doing today, man? Good, good, man. Oh yeah, I stream here and there, mostly for fun. It's never really gone anywhere, but once in a while something really cool will happen, you know what I mean? I'll clip it and be like, ha, I did that, believe me. For me, it is 2:30. Yep, I'm on California time. I see, so you're kind of getting late into the night now. That makes sense. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, so that was an interesting conversation when that old friend of ours, Morpheus, showed up to the chat yesterday. Like, I almost thought that he might have been coming like a little too kind of guilt-trippy at GSEP a little bit at times. Like, in my own opinion, it got like just a little bit awkward, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that was one of the more awkward moments, for sure. GSIP was like, not exactly, Morphe, sorry. Yeah, he's a unique guy. Sometimes he gets a little bogged down by drama, but I've had a lot of good times with him in the past, so I tend to look past that myself, but, you know. Other people aren't obligated to cater to other people's friends, though, you know what I mean? So, you know, feel free to look at him and that the way you want, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Hello there, Rib. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'd imagine. Okay, so I do have more room in my patrol pants. Crazy. Right on, I found a better pair of pants. Welcome back, dude. What's up? I'll take a look at that in a bit. Huh. That's the story of my month too, man. Like all summer, I've been taking the easy way out with those DiGiorno pizzas. They're good for like what I mean. I could get them at Safeway for like $6 a pop. That's not bad. It's so easy too. Oh my. Huh. No, oh, who knows? Maybe they've got some, like, New Orleans cooking or some, like, twist to it or something. The Chinese restaurant near me always gets kind of pissed whenever I order rice or my meal a la carte without rice because they know I'm making my own rice at home. I always get this little guilt trip. They're like, oh, okay, food, no rice though, a la carte? Okay, I see, a la carte, I got it. It's like, okay, I got it. Yeah, that was my thing in college, saving money, making my own rice. Right on. Well, there's the School of Life that's another option as well. No worries, man. Right on. Either way works. I mean, I know people that have been successful either way. I mean, not having a college degree is not going to hold someone with, pursuing their passion back, I guess. I mean, right on, dude. Mm-hmm. Right on. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Wow. Right. Yeah. I think having like being successful sometimes complicates things for people like that because women like will gravitate towards success almost just as much as looks. It just makes things weird sometimes. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, my parents are musicians. They're pretty square. Like they're still together, but that was the anomaly when I was young. Like being able to find parents that were still together was rare, actually. Like it's very common for there to be splits. I see. Oh, yeah. No worries. That's pretty dim. You must have good headphones, Matsu. That's not very loud in my earpiece. Do you actually like collecting those, like as a nostalgia thing, or what? Nice, man. Right. Cool. That sounds like some good therapy. If you like it, you like it, man. All right. Right, yeah, I had a little issue with Klonopin back in the day. Like, I never did it that much, but the withdrawal symptoms, the protracted acute withdrawal symptoms are kind of in that same family of like coke, meth, alcohol. Like, it takes like a really long time, and it can be hard, but yeah, for sure. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. I've had my issues with those before, but like I have a kind of naturally built-in nausea that hits me whenever I take an opiate, even if I haven't taken them before. So it's like there's kind of like with that and nicotine, there's actually kind of a built-in kind of. It's almost like those people in Clockwork Orange that are made to feel sick about things they used to like. Only I've never not been sick over it. It's like you know, it's always like this prevention thing that's always built in. Yeah, and the methadone itself is pretty addictive from what I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, it'll help you with the mental aspects of the whatchamacallit, the withdrawal for sure. Yeah. But you know, in my experience, I've had both opiate, like a little bit of opiate withdrawal, and a bit of Klonopin, like or benzo withdrawal. And I got to say, benzos will make opiates look like a walk in the park because the actual withdrawal symptoms don't take 2 weeks to work out. Like no matter how you handle it, it could take 6 months, a year and a half. And it's much more debilitating. Yeah, like it's like it's like take the impending sense of doom and times like 10, and like I mean we're talking about gut pain to the point where you can hardly move or anything. It's nuts. Yeah, it really is. God. Yeah, it's a very relaxing experience for people for sure. People give it to their kids and call it the nanny zanny. Yeah, my sister's had like a little bit of a problem recurring with Klonopin, and I keep trying to tell her not to go back on the benzos, but then she'll get a panic attack. Next thing you know, she's back on it, and it's like a slow boat to China to like recover from that. Yeah. I tried to tough out the benzos, and that was one of the most intense things I've ever tried to do. And the only reason I got through it, I think, was because I incorporated this new drug called Lyrica or gabapentin, and then smoked a little bit of weed. But yeah, it actually really helped dull the symptoms. And then withdrawing from the Lyrica at the end was nothing compared to Klonopin. It was just like 2 weeks of irritability and mild symptoms by comparison. I was like, okay, this is a good deal. Yeah. But I actually stumbled into it. No one told me to do that. Like I just happened to have some Lyrica and tried it to see if it would ease the symptoms, and it did. I was like, wow, I can't believe that actually helped. Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh, for epilepsy, that makes sense, man. Yeah, it does have physical withdrawal symptoms, and I could see how people would fade out and not be able to deal with them, but compared to other withdrawal symptoms I've had, it's probably a walk in the park. Mm. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Well, I told my pharmacist what I used it for. I didn't tell my doctor because for some reason, I just felt the need to be quiet about it. So I suffered in silence and treated it myself. But I told my pharmacist about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool because I've heard of other people using it for the exact same reason. Sometimes doctors will actually prescribe it for what I used it for, but there are some doctors who will just think that that's really foo-foo and that you're just doubling down on a problem, and they'll be like, no, yeah, you know." Well, if you ever build something magnificent out of them, or you have in the past, maybe send me a little snapshot so I can show my nephew. He loves those Legos. Sweet. Right on. Right on. Yeah, I would have to do some digging. That's half the fun for sure. There was a beautiful Latina lady at Taco Bell who would smile at me from time to time, but I got the impression that she was a little bit scandalous. Like she might have had a boyfriend, she might have had a husband, but then again, they could have just been a stereotype in my mind. Like, oh, those Latina women hook up young. You know what I mean? But yeah, one of the cool. I don't know. I have a friend who rented out to a Latin lady, and she thought that she was going to get like a fellow liberal for sure, but she turned out to be one of those Latin ladies that just loves Donald Trump. Now she can't stand her. Hmm. Yeah, he's one of the biggest celebrities of our time, for sure. Right. Yeah, I think he's got the most recognizable silhouette in the world. I thought I read somewhere, like the lips, the hair, the kind of, you know, the sort of proud, pouty look. Well, I have to admit that I wanted him to win the election, but I wouldn't consider myself a Trumpito. I mean, I thought that he was better on some things, but the way he's been kind of pussyfooting around Israel and Epstein, I'm just like, oh boy, here we go, you know? Mm-hmm. Um, right, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of an addicting grind, for sure. I mean, people get addicted to it. My parents love talking politics with you until you have an opinion they don't like, and then they give you shit, so I just don't talk politics with them. Oh, yeah, he's big on it. You get him going, he won't stop. Oh, yeah, when he's going, he's going. He's rolling. Yeah, he became the leader of the Heist Lords eventually, but I don't know. I kind of wound up like losing interest in the crew after that because I don't know. It wasn't the same, and you know, it just didn't work. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think he was the best person to like be leading a group of people, so I just kind of dropped out. I don't know. I'm not that picky about like leadership and stuff, but I don't know. If people are always kind of like, you know, taking energy from other people by talking over them, it just gets to be a bit much. You know? I'm still friends with him though, and like if we were to play GTA 6 together again, I probably wouldn't mind. You know? Yeah, I missed him in the afternoon. Caught Morpheus in the evening. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, he kept trying to get GSIP into a private chat. GSIP was like, whatever, John Lennon, just leave it alone. Holy fucking cow. That must have been after I left. I didn't hear that one. Well, you know, him and I did have like a little bit of an argument back in the day. I was complaining about mass immigration, and he might have thought my take was like a little bit on the racist side. I'm not sure. You know, I didn't mean it that way, but I don't know. Maybe it was the way I said it or something. But yeah, he might have had a little bit of a falling out with me. Maybe he was trying to like be like, hey, look out for that magic guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jeremy was a fun leader to have around. Apparently he got into arguments with people. I never got into an argument with him myself, but I do know that he was a borderline. I mean, depending on how severe that can be, it can cause social problems. I mean, you know, it depends on whether it's like a severe or like just a mild case, but apparently it got in the way sometimes. But yeah, he was good at like organizing people and having fun and kind of setting like a mantra for the crew and stuff like that. And everyone bought in for sure. GSIP was his right-hand man until Jeremy did something to piss him off. Fair enough. Shit. I did KO Purico once, very carefully solo, and finally figured out how to pass it, I guess. It was touch and go for a while. Oh, you did it too late, huh? Right, I think I just barely got in under the gun. I told my friend about it, and then he forgot, and then he eventually found out. He's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I was like, "I did tell you." Catch you later, man. Right on. I'll take a look at that picture as soon as I get a chance, for sure. Oh, I see. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right, yeah, the most fun I had making GTA videos was just for friends. Like on my channel, like if you go back maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7 years, that's probably when the funniest ones are. Like, me, GSEP, and Morpheus and some other people would go out on a mission, and then you kind of clip the juiciest parts and then make a little slow-mo here, a little text there, and, everyone gets a wheeze out of it. It's pretty fun. Right. Right on. Well, if you send me the link for your channel, I'll subscribe and take a look at the various videos you got up, for sure. Well, if you... Yeah, it's nice and easy on the phone, for sure. I've also got a YouTube channel where I go into some, like, more experimental stuff. Like, how, like, those rock stars in the past, if you listen to some of their stuff, even if they didn't plan it, some, like, backwards, like, thoughts and stuff seems to come out. So I like kind of studying that stuff and finding those Easter eggs and posting it. And, it's either funny or it's kind of deep or, like, it's like, woo, conspiratorial, you know what I mean? Right on. Oh, okay. Right on. There's my water. It's my heat pack. Cool, I'll take a peek. I'm not really familiar with cars and mechanics, but I wouldn't mind taking a look at the end result, for sure. Right on. Yeah, for me, that kind of like that sort of the way that boys like to experiment with, like just figure stuff out. That applied a little bit more to music with me. I never really got into cars, but yeah, just kind of figuring out how to do things in that sense. Or I guess as a teacher, like I kind of tried to apply that, you know, male common sense to like thinking of what I could do better as a teacher or whatever, and figuring out like something new or whatever. Oh, you could click on your channel and share and get the link and then post the link. If you go to your channel, then there should be some sort of a share thing. Or you could take the movie that represents your channel best and share that one, copy the link to that one video, and then that'll take people to your channel. Yeah. Wow. Ha ha ha. Right on. I never used to mind modders when I was on PS3. Like, I mean, I didn't do it myself, but whenever I ran into them, I just kind of would good-naturedly think, ah, the guy's just a wizard. Leave him alone. Don't mess with him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's an interesting thing. Like, I think that some people have like kind of like a feel for like what will work, and some people don't. Like, I'm not one of those people that have a feel for what would work, but I talked to someone who had like a very low number channel, and then like a subscriber said to him like, dude, you're lagging, like you got to do this, this, and this, and he didn't want to listen to it at first, but then when he thought about it and took those suggestions is when his channel really started to grow. So apparently I haven't gotten to that point yet, but maybe one day. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think people who play on PC and stream their games they perform the best because shooting with keyboard mouse is the closest thing you're ever going to get to pointing a real gun and firing, pretty much. Hold on. That's interesting. Maybe they've got some better like technology like that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, yeah. This game's been out for a while, and even this new version probably has gotten very old by now. Right, like the tow truck company. Maybe you could make money from that, but just running tow truck missions is bitch work. Uh-huh. Yeah, it looked boring to me too, pretty much. Huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Indeed, yeah. Well, when GTA 5 first came out, I was fiercely addicted, and I'm kind of anticipating a similar immersion when GTA 6 comes out. And I think that's like a good place for like old people to meet, and it's also a good place to like meet new people, depending on how much you do, lobby chat and stuff like that. But I met the majority of the people I know on GTA 5 for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I'm glad to hear everything seems to be going better. I mean, you never know when things will just kind of clog up and stay bad for either a long time or forever. I mean, sometimes people get unlucky with that stuff. Right. It's weird. I just crafted something and it totally incomplete. Oh no, it didn't disappear. Okay. I thought I was about to go crazy. More crazy than I already am. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Mm. Oh, yeah. That's the way it's been with me for Turismo, like, since way back in the day on the PS1. I'd get it and then be like, oh, I hardly played it. It's not that good of a game. That's cool. Let's see, I think I'm going to need to exit out of this game and take a break. I think I got to go get some exercise and make sure I get out of the house and not get too locked into any one thing here. Right on. Right on. Yeah, I'll probably try and get on myself. I mean, I'm kind of wrestling between that and homework, but I should be able to put off homework. So most likely I'll be back in a bit. Right on. Sounds good. Will do. Catch you later, man.